Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Nama. Greetings to everyone world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe, wherever you are. We extend you a very warm welcome on 7th of June at 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And we are moving with green morning, green afternoon, and green evening, all of us together. Ladies and gentlemen, yet another powerful evening. Together, all of us, we move in that particular direction where the GS Motivator YouTube channel brings you a live program every evening, short, crisp, and to the point. And today, I'm going to share with you the further part of the future of vocational education and skills. Yesterday, we had done a little teaser, but today I want to move little ahead in that. Of course, we set the platform. Yesterday, we discussed briefly that when we talk about vocational education and skills, what exactly has to be done over there, what has to be taken into considerations over there, and how things are moving. Everything, when it is becoming digital, artificial intelligence is coming in a very big way. Technology is going to play a very important role for of us. So how do the schools, the colleges, the universities, the institution, the teachers, the coach, the counselors, the administrators, how do we prepare ourselves? At the same time, do we still focus more on academics, or do we go more for the vocational education, or do we emphasize more on skills? Because in the new education policy 2020, which was given to us on 29th of July in 2020, in the thick of the pandemic, as per that, the latest which comes is by 2025, that is by next year, the new education policy plans to provide vocational education to 50% of all students. The Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is the nodal ministry for the development and coordination of the vocational education and skills development programs in India. At the same time, when we are talking about vocational education and we are linking with the skills, so over here, students' ability, their growth curve, and their, some kind of advanced training, their knowledge base, their wisdom, their passion, the learning platform, learning styles. At the same time, from skill, we move on to competencies. What kind of a training should be imparted? What kind of an experience children should get, students should get, so that they all should feel very happy. So let's talk briefly. I just want to give you a brief profile, what exactly is happening. I'll give you my practical example of my recent visit to one of the private institutions, which is running a couple of courses related to tourism, related to textile, related to fashion designing, related to office management, and a couple of other areas which we have got. Institute students, over the period before pandemic and post pandemic, I have seen there are a lot of challenges to the institution. Students, those were coming in big groups, big numbers before pandemic and couple of years back, when I take into consideration, because I don't want to relate only before pandemic. Now, post pandemic, the scenario is altogether different. What does it indicate? Students, have they dropped out from the skills or such vocational courses? Students, have they decided that unless it is not directly linked with the outcome, where the direct employment, direct entrepreneurship, or direct hand-holding is being done, so over there's a big challenge, because of which the number of these students also has got reduced. But I personally feel the main challenge is faculty development. The main challenge is dedicated team looking after that particular chunk or the group or the army of those students. Those have to be given right packaging, right hand holding, and that all is possible when teachers are equipped. On a very polite note, I asked that institution, okay, give us the profile of the student, those you have got with you. And they were kind enough. They said, okay, we'll share it with you. Thereafter, the person who was coordinating the entire thing, we asked that person, would you be kind enough to give us the profile of the faculty also? We would like to know what is the level of the faculty, what is the caliber of the faculty, what is the skills of the faculty, what are the competencies of the faculty, so that we can do the matchmaking. And if there is a need, we can do the capacity building for program for them. We can do some upskilling program for them, everything being done on a positive note. But the person coordinating that particular entire series or coordination with me was very hesitant to give the profile of the faculty. And that basically gave me an idea that somewhere there is a gap basically with the people, those are imparting that knowledge further to those students. So I personally feel when we talk about the NCET, the National Council for Teacher Education, where it has been made compulsory in the new education policy that 50 hours hand-holding has to be given, irrespective whether they are subject teacher, they are counselor, they are principals, vice principals, headmasters, headmistress, whosoever is there, everybody has to be given 50 hours grooming. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we really want to do good for the vocationals, I personally feel if institution wants to grow, if they want to have sizable number of students, because after all, every student brings a revenue. And when that revenue comes and that kitty comes, thereafter you can hold your administration very well. You can impart good education because after all, the technology has taken shape. Unless you don't have the software, the hardware, you don't have the augmented reality, you don't have the virtual reality, you don't have the metaverse, you are not going for machine learning, you're not utilizing the latest apps, latest technology tools, then how it's going to be? So thereby, accountability of every trainer, teacher, coach, mentor, counselor, including the placement people, it has to be done in such a nice ecosystem. If they work with the positivity and if institutions are kind enough to give from time to time valuable upskilling to those teachers, I think the system can grow. When I look at Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, all the time we keep talking, skilling, skilling, skilling. The second component of that ministry is also very important. Ministry of Skills Development and Entrepreneurship. There are so many programs which are available on entrepreneurship. 27th of June is celebrated world over by United Nations as basically International MSME Day, International Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise. So if you want to start your own venture, go on to the Ministry of MSME website, see the Udhyam portal. It doesn't take even a 1 rupee expenses. Get yourself registered. Whatsoever is your hobby, whatsoever is your passion, whatsoever business you want to get into, we would be more than happy to share with you, because earlier people were focusing only on manufacturing sector, and banking and financial institutions were also supporting, basically the manufacturing sector. Now the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. Services sector is taking the lead. Services sector is a very important part of the economy, very important part of the GDP. At the same time, services sector is booming, growing. Can you imagine that 50% of the exports from India, which takes place in services, they are only in the IT and IT-enabled services. So institutions, those are interested to grow, first of all, you must reform your curriculums. You must develop the contents and modules which are in demand in basically corporate sector, in industry. Take the professional inputs. Don't depend on those teachers. Those are basically interested to save their job, their naukri. They're not interested that the whether organization is growing or not. For that matter, I think the administrative or ecosystem has to take everything into account in a very systematic way. If you want to do justice with students, at the same time, with your organization, then make every teacher accountable, make every teacher transparent, upskill every teacher the best possible way, hold on the capacity building program from teacher to time with the professionals, and at the same time, take a professional advice. I can vouch for it. I can endorse it that vocational education is future. Skills, competent, and talent management is future. And at the same time, holding the hand of teachers and making them accountable for their personal and professional growth is also very important. Generally, what happens is one or two teachers, they are the favorite, they are bum chum, very close to administration, to the management, to the principal, to the headmaster. They keep sitting and hovering around there only. They don't allow others to grow in the organization. I think we got to remove those shackles. Today, technology is there. Put down the cameras everywhere. Do the recording of these sessions. If you do for 1 month, entire recording, what is being taught, what is being imparted to students, and carry out the analysis of that, which particular teacher has done what. Please do not hold too many exams. Do not conduct, because that you're trying to give a psychological pressure to children, to students, to youth, so that they don't raise their voice, they don't come up with their voice. So thereby, I think in the entire ecosystem, at home, whatsoever children, whatsoever students they pick up in their home environment from their parents, how much positivity, how much empathy, how much personality enhancement, how much soft skills, how many life skills, and how many social skills, all that combination. And thereafter, when they come into institution, I think teacher got to be better equipped, teachers got to be groomed better, teachers got to be made accountable, and whatsoever subject they are taking, they're teaching tourism, they're teaching hospitality, they're teaching fashion designing, they're teaching office management. It is teacher responsibility. You should, from time to time, take some kind of an assignment from this teacher. Give us the latest, which are the AI tools in your subject? What exactly is happening in the industry? Which are the leading 50 top corporate? What has happened to the alumni, those have gone in the past? Where are they working? Have they moved up? If you do the accountability for last 3, 4, 5 years, your institute is going to do much better. It's a free advice. It's basically just to share with you that if you want to do well, if you want to increase your intake, if you want to increase your revenue, and if you want to do justice with whatever infrastructure you have got, you've got to make optimum utilization in a professional, pragmatic way of so-called your coach, your trainers, your teachers, your mentors, and everybody whosoever is in that education ecosystem. Their accountability will bring in lots of accountability in students, and you will see the whole system will grow. Your revenue will also grow. It will be a win-win situation. Students would also be happy. Parents will also be happy, and they will talk good about you when they leave your organization. Vocational is future. Vocational is present. Just wait for a few more years. What's your percentage we talk about today? My child has got 9%, 99%. My child has got 100% marks. An academic subject, nobody is going to look at your degree. People are just going to ask what exactly skills you have got, what competency you have got. And let me tell you, there is no student on this planet who doesn't hold or who is not excelling in some skills. Teachers got to be sharp. You got to extract those kind of qualities, because every child is different, every student is different. You got to have a different treatment for everybody. For that matter, teachers got to work hard. I have seen failures also. I've seen the peak also. I've seen the growth also. I've seen the best management also. And I've seen the worst management also. This all depends. And people, those are at the helm of the affairs, make best use of technology, make optimum use of technology, and you will see the organizations will grow. We'll keep bringing short, crisp teasers for you, where we will talk about what should be done for youth, with teachers, with educators, with professionals, with vocational teachers on the skills, competencies, and talent management and passion to profession journey. And where basically we are talking about that nobody should just pass out with that piece of paper, the so-called a degree or a certificate. Rather, they should be strategically channelized with the corporate sector. Corporate to be integral part right from the syllabi, right from the classroom discussion, case study discussion, thematic discussions, students having visit to the corporate houses. Once they get the practical exposure, they will have the best. I think new education policy 2020 has got a lot of scope, is being implemented in phases, and the time is yet to come. The bright time has yet to come. Lot of greenery is there. Only thing is we got to sprinkle the right quantity of water with the right fragrance so the plants can blossom, they can grow, and they can be beautiful flowers all around in our gardens. And that is our institutions. Look forward to meeting you tomorrow evening again at 9 p.m. Stay fit, stay positive, stay fine. You matter. Your education matter. Your skills matter. Your life matter. Today matter. Every second, every moment of your life, it matter. Let it not go waste. You got to work in that particular direction. Stay fit, stay fine. Green morning, green afternoon, and green evening. World over to all my brothers and sisters across the globe. Look forward to meeting you tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. yet again with powerful journey on education, making education and skills relevant for everybody.